Welcome to the channel and welcome back to another video. In today's video, I want to talk to you guys about having a money mindset or a money philosophy. How do you think about money? What's your thought process about money? It's really important that as you begin to grow with your money and understand how to manage your money properly, that you develop a philosophy, your own personal philosophy about money. In this video, I want to share my philosophy about money. What has taken me from negative $30,000 net loss to my name to a multiple, almost seven-figure net worth in 20 years. I want to give you my philosophy on money. My name is Eric and I write a blog over at smartmoneybro.com. When you get a moment, check out a few of the blog posts on that website. Our goal over there is to help ordinary people just like me and you be extraordinary with our money and with our real estate. So check that out when you get a moment. If you're stopping by this channel for the first time, please consider subscribing to the channel and please smash the like button if you get anything of substance out of this video. The whole purpose is to help you develop your own philosophy with money. You know, why is it important for you to have a philosophy with money? Is because everybody is slightly different. What works for Dave Ramsey and the people that listen to him may not work for the people that want to go about it a different way, according to maybe Robert Kiyosaki or somebody like that. Everybody is a little bit different. We all have our different risk tolerance. We're all at different places in our lives. What works for the 20-year-old may not be sufficient for the 45-year-old that's out of debt. So everybody is sort of different in different places, and it's good to have your own philosophy about money. Of course, that's going to be based on, you know, the different people you listen to, the things you read, your personal situation, you know, how you were raised. All that stuff is going to come into play. You're going to take in a lot of different information about money and develop your own philosophy and your own money mindset. So let's go ahead and jump into 11 things that I believe about money in terms of philosophy on money and what's helped me grow my net worth tremendously in the last 20 years. So the very first thing that really forms the foundation of what I believe about money is the thought process that money is just a tool. Money is a tool to be used along with other tools like relationships, health, attitude, appreciating assets like real estate. So money is a tool to be used to help you do things that you want to do and help you gain a measure of wealth that you're happy with. It's not something that needs to be worshiped, and the people that have the most money are not to be worshiped. I wasn't raised to believe that money solved all of your problems or money was the end all and be all or do whatever you can do to get it. I believe that there's more important things to life than just money. Money is important because obviously it helps you do the things you want to do and it helps fund the things that you need to do in order to sustain your life. But there's more important things to life than just money. The second thing that has really guided me in terms of growing my money and growing my wealth is the belief that I am 100% responsible and 100% accountable for what happens to me and my financial situation. My personal finances is totally up to me. It's not up to the weather. It's not up to whoever the president is or whoever my city council member is or any external things. What happens to me with my money is 100% my responsibility. I'm accountable to me. Sure, we know that there's extenuating circumstances going on all around us, economically, financially, etc. Things are happening all around us all the time that we have no control over. But what we do have control over is the paycheck or the money that hits our hands on a regular day, week, month basis. I'm in control of the money that comes to me. Now, I take 100% accountability and ownership for my money. That's a really big piece to where I am financially is to say, hey, it's all on me. Nobody else's fault. This is nobody else's fight but my fight. Now, once I take full responsibility and full accountability, guess what? I own it. And ownership is huge. I don't care if you're talking about tangible ownership or intangible ownership that you can't necessarily see. It's all important, because if I own my financial situation, then guess what I can do? I can make changes and I can do something about it. But if I don't take ownership of it, it's out of my control and I can't make any changes. So a big piece of my philosophy with money is that it's up to me 100%. Number 3, the third really big piece of my personal philosophy with money is appreciating assets. Things that go up in value are things that I want to invest in. Those are things that I want to be putting most of my money towards, things that are going up in value. I don't want to be putting money towards things that are going down in value. Really basic premise, but a really profound difference maker. Number 4 is I hate debt. I don't like debt. Debt gives me a bad feeling. Debt, especially consumer debt on things going down in value, gives me a bad taste in my mouth. Nobody likes debt, but I don't like it to the point where I don't want to have it. I don't want to accumulate it. I don't want to take it on. Unless that debt is gaining me money, is making me money, unless that debt is on an appreciating asset, debt is a bad word in my vocabulary. It's a 4-letter word, literally and figuratively. I don't mess with consumer debt. That's sometimes known as bad debt, right? Things going down in value. I don't want to have my money wrapped up in them. A big piece of my philosophy is, again, appreciating assets, because I love the asset side of the equation, and getting rid of debt as soon and as much as possible, because I don't like the liability side of the equation. Okay, number 5. Number 5 is this. My philosophy on this planet, on God's green earth, is that there's enough for everybody to go around. For me, I have an abundance mindset. That means there's plenty out here. I want to help as many people as possible, because I know the more people I help, the more I get helped, right? You give and you receive, you reap what you sow. So I believe that there's plenty out here for all of us to have plenty enough for us. I'm here to help other people because I have an abundance mindset. I believe that there's enough out here on this earth to sustain us all in terms of getting wealth, getting as much as we need, etc. So I'm all about giving, helping. You can't really compete with me because I'm trying to help you get to where you want to go. Your journey and my journey are two different things. We're not at war or at odds with each other. I want to help you get to where you want to go. It's an abundance mindset as opposed to a scarcity mindset that says, hey, I'm going to get mine, now you go out and get yours. No, I'm going to get mine, but I'm going to help you get yours along the way. A little bit of a different mindset, but it's all about wanting to give and help as many people as possible, because I believe that you will get taken care of in the long run if you focus on taking care of other people. The 6th thing I believe about money or investing or personal finance is that everything has risk associated with it. If you want to strive and thrive in terms of wealth and money, you have to figure out what is your own personal risk tolerance. Are you a person that wants to be risky, doesn't care about being risky, or are you a person that doesn't like a lot of risk? That's going to determine where you go with money. What are your goals with money? What action steps are you taking with money? What is your budget looking like? What are your investment strategies looking like? All of those things are based on your risk tolerance, because personal finance is personal. The way I feel about a certain stock or stocks or index funds, it may not be the way somebody else feels about it based on their situation, their age, etc. So what is your risk tolerance? That is going to make a big determination on what you do with money and how you decide to begin to build wealth. A lot of people don't really understand who they are in terms of investing. So it's really important for you to figure out What is your personal risk tolerance? For me, I'm not a very risky person, never have been. I like to take more educated guesses at things. I don't mind taking risk, but I want to be sure about those risks before I jump into things. So that's my style. It may not be your style. That's why you have to determine what is your risk tolerance in terms of money. It's a part of what your personal philosophy on money should be. So next is the big three. And the big three are simply this: the stock market, real estate, and building a business. That's it. If you had any combination of those three things, could be real estate and building a business, you don't really have to get into the stock market because you can grow your money from those two things. If it's the stock market and real estate, you don't really have to build a business. So my point is this: if you can combine two of those three, or if you want, do all three, you can be very, very wealthy. You don't have to get involved in other types of investments. Those three investments have lasted for hundreds of years, and those three investments will continue to go on as we move forward. I know there's a metaverse out there, and there's these video games, and there's cryptocurrency and blockchain, but if you just invested in the stock market and real estate, or real estate and building a business, or a business and the stock market, any combination of the two or all three, you can become wealthy. That's a big piece to my personal philosophy when it comes to money. It doesn't have to be really complicated. For me, I've had some side businesses on the side, but I've owned real estate and I invested in the stock market. That's been my two principal ways of building wealth. Yes, I've had some side gigs and things that have helped along the way in terms of businesses, but for the most part, it's just been two. You don't have to be real fancy with this thing, right? Keep it simple. The big three: real estate, stock market, building a business. Number 8, I'm a big proponent of being as organized as possible, meaning you have your budget, you have goals, you have action steps, everything in place on a regular basis in terms of organization. For most of us, when you organize things and you organize your money and you organize your personal financial life, it not only frees up some peace of mind for you, but it also ends up freeing up more money. So a big piece of my personal philosophy about money is being as organized as possible, having the discipline to be organized and having the consistency of organization that comes with it. Get everything in line and do things in order so that down the road you can win with money. Number 9, money is okay. Money is not a sin. Money doesn't make you a bad person. All rich people are not mean and rude and disrespectful and don't like anybody or don't like poor people. Get those type of thoughts out of your mind, right? Because when it comes to me and my philosophy with money, I see, again, money as a tool. So money is okay. It's not bad to have money. It's not bad to own a business or have people working for you as an employee, right? Ownership is okay. Capitalism is okay. Money is okay. Having money is okay. When you come from a more poor philosophy growing up, a lot of times a poor philosophy will tell you everybody that has money got it in a bad way, or they got it in a nefarious way. They beat somebody down or they mistreated somebody in order to get wealth or to get money. I don't believe that. That's a part of a mindset when it comes to money and a philosophy that had to be kind of reprogrammed as I got older and I began to actually obtain a little bit of money. I started to understand and realize that money ain't bad. That's been a big part of my money philosophy on this journey. The 10th thing that I believe about money is simply this: your net worth is more vital and more important than your actual income. When I say net worth, we're talking about assets minus liabilities equal your net worth. Over the years, as I began to kind of grow my net worth from negative $30,000 net loss 20 years ago to where I am now, I began to focus on at least twice a year figuring my net worth and saying that, okay, how can I increase my assets and decrease my liabilities? And it made a difference because over the years, things you focus on come to fruition, right? So as I begin to focus on that, and not necessarily my income was cool. There's nothing wrong with wanting to increase your income, right? You always want to do that with your side gigs and things like that. But I began to put a heavy emphasis on my net worth and actually growing the assets, obtaining more assets that were going up in value and getting rid of the assets going down in value, the liability side. It made a huge difference for me over the years as I look back and as I reflect. So the final piece to my money philosophy is simply this: be patient. Money takes time. Okay? You can't really build a bunch of wealth starting from zero overnight, right? Get rich quick schemes, get them out of your head, get them out of your mind. They're not good for you, right? Money actually takes some time, some dedication, some organization, some hard work, lots of hard work. So get away from the idea that money is going to come to you quick. You have to take your time, be patient, be consistent, and over time, money will begin to work for you. Wealth will begin to build. Be patient, start early, but it's never too late to start. Never. Okay? I don't care if you're 60, 70 years old. If you want to start putting back some money, you may live to be 90. 60 to 90 is 30 years. That's a long time to live. You're never too old. Be patient. Take your time to allow the money to grow, to allow things like compound interest to really kick in your favor. So there you have it. Those are my 11 basic fundamentals in terms of my philosophy with money. Again, you have to develop your own philosophy with money. What is your personal mindset when it comes to money? Now, if you got anything at all out of this video, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel and smash the like button for me. That helps the algorithm and pushes this information out to more people. The best person to take care of the old you is the young you. Take care of yourself and take care of other people. Until the next video, peace.